Ruy Lopez opening, Morphy defense, Columbus variation, 4, Nf6 5.00b56.bb3bc57.a4 rb8. Smooth. One player took the advantage and never let go. That game was pretty competitive. The opening was balanced. Both players navigated the middle game well. White outmaneuvered black in the endgame. Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. e5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. Nf3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Nc6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes the d4 square. The Ruy Lopez opening develops the bishop to immediately attack the knight on c6, the lone defender of the e5 pawn. a6 forces the bishop to decide, exchange or retreat. ba4 safely retreats the bishop while keeping pressure on the knight. Nf6 attacks the undefended e4 pawn and develops the knight at the same time. Castling gets the king out of the center and prepares to develop the rook to e1. b5 gains space on the queen side and threatens the bishop on a4. bb3 retreats the bishop to a more active square. bc5 develops the bishop, attacks the f2 pawn and prepares castling. a4 takes space on the queen side and attacks the b5 pawn. rb8 supports the b5 pawn and unpins the a6 pawn in case of axb5. Recaptures. This prepares the bishop for development. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. It is the last book move. This is a fair move. It is good. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling to the same side of the board as the opponent avoids some of the attacking associated with opposite side castling. It is excellent. This defends the attacked pawn. It is good. This is not the best. It is an inaccuracy. This develops a knight off its starting square, getting it into the action. It is good. After all captures, this is an equal trade. It is best. Takes back. It is best. That's what I would have recommended. It is best. That's fine. It is good. The opposing knight is kicked by a pawn, and must now move or be captured. It is best. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. It is best. This overlooks a better way to develop a piece while also winning a tempo on a knight. It is an inaccuracy. This threatens to win a knight. It is an inaccuracy. This is the only good move. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a knight. It is a great move. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. It is good. This move puts the knight on a safer square. It is best. There were worse moves, but also something much better. It is an inaccuracy. This is an equal trade. This is the only good move. It is best. Recaptures. It is best. This allows the knight to control more squares. This threatens to kick a knight. It is best. That's a sensible reply. It is excellent. This kicks an opposing knight. It is best. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. This threatens to win a knight. It is best. This activates a bishop by developing it off of its starting square. This stops the opponent from being able to win a knight. It is best. This allows the opponent to capture the checking knight. It is an inaccuracy. Takes back. It is best. This wins a tempo by threatening a bishop and forcing it to move away. It is best. This defends the attacked bishop. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This is not the right idea. It is an inaccuracy. Recaptures. This threatens to win a knight. It is best. White was better off, but now their position is winning. It is an inaccuracy. Very precise. It is best. This is the strongest option. It is best. This threatens to reveal an attack on a pawn. This permits the opponent to unpin a pawn, allowing it to provide defense. It is an inaccuracy. This ignores an opportunity to unpin a pawn, allowing it to provide defense. It is an inaccuracy. This threatens to attack a trapped queen. It is best. Right on target. It is best. That's what I would have recommended. It is best. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. This threatens to fork pieces. It is best. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This stops the opponent from being able to fork pieces. It is best. This is a fair move. It is good. This ignores an opportunity to kick a knight. This permits the opponent to kick a bishop. It is an inaccuracy. The opposing bishop is kicked by a pawn, and must now move or be captured. It is best. This moves the bishop to safety. This threatens to kick a knight. It is best. One of the best moves. It is excellent. This kicks an opposing knight. This is the only good move. It is a great move. This threatens to win a pawn. It is an inaccuracy. This is the only move that works. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a pawn. It is a great move. A solid choice. It is excellent. This defends the attacked pawn. It is best. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. It is excellent. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. It is good. Very precise. It is best. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. It is good. This threatens to create a passed pawn. It is good. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This prevents the opponent from being able to create a passed pawn. It is best. Takes back. It is best. A very strong play. It is excellent. An interesting move, although not technically the best. This threatens to create a passed pawn. It is excellent. This protects the attacked pawn. This stops the opponent from being able to create a passed pawn. It is best. This offers an equal trade of pieces. It is best. Capturing that pawn wins material. It is best. That's a sensible reply. It is excellent. This ignores an opportunity to threaten checkmate. It is an inaccuracy. That leaves a pawn vulnerable to being captured. It is an inaccuracy. This captures a vulnerable pawn. This is the start of the endgame and white is winning. It is best. Recaptures. It is forced. Takes back. It is best. Takes back. It is excellent. This ignores an opportunity to threaten winning a pawn. It is an inaccuracy. Placing a rook behind a passed pawn helps keep the pawn protected as it tries to promote. It is good. One of the best moves. It is excellent. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. It is best. A solid choice. It is excellent. This pushes a passed pawn. This threatens to push a passed pawn towards promotion. It is excellent. That's fine. It is good. This evades the check from the queen. It is good. This is the strongest option. It is best. This evades the check from the queen. It is good. A very strong play. It is excellent. Right on target. It is best. This activates the king in the endgame by getting it off of the back rank. It is best. That pawn was free for the taking. It is best. That's a sensible reply. It is excellent. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. It is good. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. It is best. That's what I would have recommended. It is best. Very precise. It is best. This is the strongest option. It is best. Right on target. It is best. One of the best moves. It is excellent. That's what I would have recommended. It is best. This pushes a passed pawn. It is excellent. A solid choice. It is excellent. This steps away from the checking queen. It is best. Very precise. It is best. A very strong play. It is excellent. That's a sensible reply. It is excellent. This is a fair move. It is good. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. It is best. This is the strongest option. It is best. This pushes a passed pawn. It is excellent. One of the best moves. It is excellent. Right on target. It is best. A solid choice. It is excellent. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. It is excellent. A very strong play. It is excellent. That's what I would have recommended. It is best. Smooth. One player took the advantage and never let go. That game was pretty competitive. The opening was balanced. Both players navigated the middle game well. White outmaneuvered black in the endgame.